Hey guys, what's going on? It's Dog with a Vlog, coming at you with a brand new video, and today is kind of a sad and more serious video or more serious topic. I made one of these videos early in 2016, but every year, when collecting sneakers, it's inevitable, it happens to everybody. We all will take the big L. And for some of us, we'll only take a few L's. For others, we'll take, 10 to 20 L's, and for some of us, we'll take even more than that. But L's are inevitable in sneakers. You miss releases, you oversleep, you strike out, you're not hip. It happens to everybody. So today is going to be my top 10 shoes that I missed out on in 2016. Now, this is going to be a list of shoes that I either slept on when they released, or missed because I wasn't hip, overslept through the release, or just didn't know they were releasing, or didn't have the funds at the time, whatever it may be. Of course, there's always different explanations, but these are all of the big L's that I took this year and the shoes that I missed out on. So we'll waste no time and jump into it with number 10. Now, coming in at number 10 is the Nike and Acronym collaboration, which was on the Air Presto model. It was like the pink and the lime green colorway, which I think was the superior colorway of the releases that they did, that Acronym and Nike did on the Nike Air Presto. I just think that shoe was undeniably sick. Unfortunately, at the time, I was somewhere, I don't remember where I was, but I wasn't able to get to a computer or to my phone to do the release. I was probably at work. Ended up missing out on them completely, and of course resale is up the ass, and I wasn't about to pay that, so unfortunately I did end up missing the Nike and Acronym Air Presto, which is too bad, but it was a shoe that I am willing to live, I'm willing to live with missing, and I'm not about to pay resale, so it's one of those ones that's kind of just going to get left behind in 2016. Coming in at number 9 is a shoe that everybody and their mom wanted, and it's no surprise that this is on that list, and that's the Nike Air Mag, the classic self-lacing sneaker that Nike actually released in a cool sort of charity raffle way, where they were giving away, I believe it was only a few pairs of the shoes, and you could put in money into the raffle, and it would all go to the Michael J. Fox Parkinson's Foundation, which is a really awesome cause that Nike kind of does every time the Air Mag comes around. For me, I think I put in $30, so not very much money. I had a feeling I wouldn't be getting them, and so I didn't have a problem donating the $30. It was $10 a ticket to enter the raffle, so I put in 3 tickets at $10 a piece, and I didn't have any problem donating to the cause, kind of knowing in the back of my mind that I wasn't about to get the shoe, but if I did, it would be kind of cool. But you know how it is, whenever you put in for a raffle, you kind of get the idea in your head, like, oh, I might get them, you never know. So I've seen a lot of people getting them, a lot of people selling them for bread, for racks, to be honest. I think if I would have gotten them, I probably would have ended up selling them as well, but who knows, maybe I would have kept them as a display piece or something. But that is number 9, the Nike Air Mag. Number 8 is a shoe that actually wasn't even meant for me. It wouldn't even fit me. It was actually the Adidas Yeezy Pirate Black in the toddler size run, which sounds weird when I say that's above like the Air Mag, but it was a shoe that I was coming out right before I was moving into my apartment. And I really wanted a shoe, or I really wanted sort of a display piece for my desk area. As you can see, I have, a couple different things. I have the Hasbro Batman v Superman line. I have an old 1930s Batman action figure, a couple other stuff, some pop figures back there, and then of course my whole wall of pop figures and stuff. So I kind of have this little office shrine space back here that I thought it would be really funny to have a pair of little Pirate Black Yeezys, like little toddler-sized Pirate Black Yeezys, just somewhere with my desk set up. Maybe that makes me a hype beast, but I just thought it would be kind of funny to have there, and unfortunately I missed it, and it's sad because I actually did go fucking hard to get those shoes. I had multiple windows open on my phone, my computer, my PlayStation, so I was really honestly going very hard for that shoe and still ended up missing it. And it's funny because I actually got into the Adidas page where you can add your size to the cart. But when the page popped up, I like wasn't near the computer. I was kind of just letting it run and just kind of going about my day. And I think I was upstairs making food or something. This is when I was still at my parents', of course, and I was upstairs making food, and I ended up, coming downstairs, and the window was open, like, you've, made it to the Adidas site, and I went to get my size in the cart, or get a size in the cart, and they were all sold out. I tried the turtle doves; those were all sold out too. So unfortunately, I did miss them just because I was, and I missed them because I was upstairs. But I was going really fucking hard for the shoe just to have back here on this wall. But that's number 8, the Adidas Yeezy Pirate Black in the kid size colorway. This next shoe is a Concepts and New Balance collaboration in the 998. Now, if you guys would have watched my top 10 sneakers, you'd know that the Concepts 998 New Balance Boston collaboration is in my top 5 shoes of 2016. There was another shoe that released alongside of it, which was the New York colorway, which was this really nice Tiffany blue colorway, and I actually had the opportunity to pick it up at the same time as the Boston colorway, but at $220 a piece, I didn't really want to pay almost $500 for 2 shoes all at one time, so I decided I would just kind of let the Tiffany blue ones sit and maybe come back at a later point to pick them up for myself or for Doggett. And unfortunately, they ended up selling out, and I was never able to come back and pick them up. I've seen them restock on Concept's website a couple of times, actually, like as part of their end of the year sale, but every time I show up, they never have my size or I don't have the funds available. So I keep kind of missing them, and I would love to maybe track those down in 2017. That's number 7, the Concepts and New Balance 998 New York. Coming in at number 6 is another shoe that I completely slept on, similar to the Air Presto, and that was the Yeezy V2 in the Beluga colorway. Now, when I first saw it, the gray and the orange, like, sample photos, I was like, this is fucking ugly, and that was the end of it. I really didn't have any interest in it. Unfortunately, though, when the shoe actually released and people were actually securing their pairs, and I started seeing some better pictures than just the sample photos, was really the only thing that I had seen. That was enough for me. I was like, I don't need to see anything else. Keep the V2, whatever. Since then, I've seen more photos, seen people actually securing their pairs, and the V2 is far and away a better model than the V1 Yeezy, and I think that Beluga colorway is the best Yeezy colorway. Now that I've seen some of the other V2 colorways, and just really seeing the details with the V2 that have been introduced, and I completely slept. Not like I would have gotten the damn things anyway, but it was just the fact that I slept and then realized late that, yo, these are kind of fire, and completely missed out on them. So that's number 6, the Yeezy V2 Beluga. If any of you guys have the hookup in a size 10.5 for retail, $220, let your boy know and I'll scoop them up. That goes for any of these shoes, by the way. If you got them for retail, let your boy know. Number 5 is another Adidas model, and that's the Adidas NMD in the white OG colorway, which was just white with the blue and red blocks on the shoe. Now, this shoe is insane. The Adidas NMD has been killing it. I would say that the Adidas NMD is the best sneaker of the year in general. It's had such a tremendous popularity in the sneaker world, in lifestyle world, just the casual wearer, and just being able to kind of give boost to people on a really cool lifestyle model at $120 is awesome. But for the sneakerheads, or for the people who are really big into the kicks, there's, of course, the Prime Knit version, which retail for a little bit more, and not many are better than the Prime Knit OG white colorway. And this was another shoe that I really wanted, and they only released on Adidas one time. No restocks, nothing like that. I did try really hard for them. Unfortunately, I couldn't even get past the loading screen and ended up completely missing them. Tried for them for about, maybe an hour online, and they ended up selling out dumb fucking quick. So I ended up completely missing them, and resale, of course, once again with the NMDs is just up the ass with it. So I'm saying goodbye, and honestly, I'm probably going to end up leaving the white NMD, Adidas NMD, in 2016. Not going to be a shoe that I could get, but had it been, it definitely would have been in my top 10 sneakers. Might have actually cracked the top 5. So those are those shoes. That's number 5, the Adidas NMD white OG. Coming in at number 4 is another shoe that I missed, and that is the Air Jordan 1 with the black toe colorway. Now, this is one of my favorite Air Jordan colorways. I didn't think I was gonna miss it. I was like, yo, it's in the bag. They were like a low-key release that I didn't think anybody really gave a fuck about. They were getting them at my Foot Locker. I had just gotten the shattered backboard ones from the same Foot Locker, put my size in up at at Foot Locker at House of Hoops. I was chilling. I was like, whatever, I'm getting them, no problem. If I miss out there, I'll get them on Nike. There's probably a ton of them, and nobody cares about these shoes. There have been so many Jordan 1s this year. It's just oversaturated like a motherfucker. The raffle comes and goes, and I completely miss them, so I'm scrambling, playing grab ass because I only put my name in one raffle because I was like, yeah, nobody cares. I don't need to put my name in multiple raffles. I was playing dumb grab ass trying to, catch up on it, like on the Nike app online, and I ended up missing them on every single website. That's Finish Line Champs, Foot Locker Online, Nike.com. I missed it on everything, and I completely missed it, and that one is my number 4 just because I was so convinced that I was going to be able to get him that when I missed him, it hurt even more. Coming in at number 3 is the Ronnie Fieg and Kith Ultra Boost Mid in the multicolor. Bro, this shoe is fire, and I've seen people getting 2 pairs on Adidas, and I couldn't even get one. Somebody hold your boy down. But this shoe is insane. Ronnie Fieg does amazing work on any of his collaborations. I don't have any Ronnie Fieg collaborations. I do try for usually one every year. There's always one that really, really catches my eye that I try for every year. A couple years ago, it was the New Balance Central Park. Last year, it was the Puma Disc Blaze. And then this year, it was, of course, the Ultra Boost Mid. Now, I'm not a huge fan of the Mid Ultra Boost, but on this colorway, it was just an undeniable shoe that I needed in my collection. And as well as I don't have any Ultra Boost mid-tops, I only have the one white pair of Ultra Boost. That Ronnie Fieg Ultra Boost honestly might be the best multicolor shoe of all time in my opinion. They just did such a good job. It has that uncaged look to it, and it just turned out so sick, and unfortunately I missed out on them. Just because I was at work, I was trying online, and I completely missed them. He put out, I believe it was 2 shoes, the Ultra Boost mid-top and then an EQT, I think. Ultra Boost for me was the far superior kick that I completely struck out on Kith and Adidas and everywhere else that I was trying to get him. So I completely missed him, and I'm sure resale is out the ass again, so we'll be passing on those. Probably going to be leaving those back in 2016, but maybe the boy will make a come up at some point, but that's that. Coming in at number 2 is another Adidas NMD, and that is not the Bape Adidas NMD, but it is the OG Adidas NMD in the black with the red and blue blocks. Now, this shoe was a shoe, once again, that I just slept on when it released. I didn't have any interest in it. I was like, I got the Ultra Boost. I don't need any other Boost shoes, whatever, blah, blah, blah. And then when those dropped, I completely missed out on them, but when I started seeing people getting them in hand, showing them off, I was like, damn, these are really, really clean. And when I went looking for them, unfortunately, they were nowhere to be found outside of resale between $400 and $500 for a pair. And when it retails at $170, it's just not something that I'm willing to pay. This shoe sucked because I think that honestly, had I gotten this shoe, it may have been my number 1 shoe of 2016, or at least cracked the top 3, because I do think that shoe is just insanely dope. The NMDs are insanely comfortable, and it was the OG of probably the best shoe of 2016, like I've already said. So the classicness of the shoe was just something that, it needed to happen. There is a silver lining here. Rumor is that they will be restocking, hopefully in bigger quantities, in January of 2017. So if that is the case, then your boy will definitely be picking those up, and they'll definitely be in his top 10 of 2017. So hopefully we'll be able to pick them up on a restock, but that's kind of the only thing that's keeping me going as far as that shoe goes. Otherwise, it will be being left behind in 2016. And the number 1 shoe that I missed is once again a Jordan 1. That's the theme. In 2015, it was the Jordan 1 Chicago, and in 2016, it was the Jordan 1 Red. Bro, I wanted this shoe so bad, and I'd heard so many rumors about this shoe being produced in the 6-figure quantity, so there were going to be a ton. So I didn't even worry about it. Didn't put my name in any raffles, even though every store near me, Foot Locker, Finish Line, Champs, House of Hoops, they all got the shoe. I didn't put my name in a single raffle because I knew I'd be able to just walk in and get them. Tried on the Nike.com app, completely missed them, and then was playing scramble ass. I made a big vlog about it where I was trying to get the shoe, completely missed them, and I missed them because I was lazy. I know for a fact with the amount of retailers that were carrying them in my area, I could have gotten them had I just put my name in the raffle and done the legwork, but I didn't, and I completely fucked up, dropped the ball, missed them completely, and that's 2 years in a row in which I've missed a classic Jordan 1 colorway. In 2017, rumors of the Royal Jordan 1 are coming out, which in a lot of ways is my favorite Jordan 1 colorway right now. So if I miss those, I might have to retire the sneaker game, bro. This shit might not be for me, but so hopefully I can make a come up on those. I've learned from my mistakes with the Chicagos and the Breads, so hopefully the Royals I'll be able to come through. pick them up, and that is that. But those are my top 10 shoes that I missed out on in 2016. As you can see, I took quite a few L's with shoes, mostly due to laziness. So in 2017, I'm gonna definitely try not to be so fucking lazy with these releases and definitely get out there and grab those shoes. So I'm Dog with a Vlog, and I will talk to you guys super, super soon. Peace.